we have some serious issues, right? Particularly amongst us, Black people, right? We are having a serious disconnect. I think that ultimately everyone does want to be with the person from the opposite sex, but everyone has extremely different ideas as to what that's supposed to look like, right? And it's now to the point where there's an apparent gender war, and
supposedly
no one wants to hear each other.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a major thing. One of the things that I normally hear people say on the internet is this person is a narcissist, right? The word narcissist is often overused to describe a part in a relationship, right? People are just saying, he's a narcissist. They might have a problem with him. He's a narcissist. Can you describe the actual characteristics of a narcissistic person and what they actually do?
Yeah, so first, it's actually really important to separate narcissism versus narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of times when people are describing their exes or people who they had fallen out with, a lot of them probably don't meet the diagnostic criteria for narcissistic personality disorder. There may be certain traits that they've exhibited. And honestly, when I think about it, a lot of us have probably had some of these traits randomly here or there at different points in our life. Some of them would include like a overinflated sense of self of importance, preoccupied or obsession or compulsion with fame, status, wealth, feeling entitled, arrogant, just seeking others primarily through either transactional or utilitarian approaches, not really valuing people for people. And then also, just wanting to take advantage of others, requiring admiration, and just an overall lack of empathy. All of those things I just listed basically means they pretty much don't care about other people.
Right.
You need about 5 of those.
Oh.
5 out of that 9 in order to even qualify. And then on top of that, it has to be shown over a certain duration of time. It has to actually be a problem. So not everybody and you have to see it in various contexts or circumstances. It can't be they're a narcissist because they only had one negative experience or negative experiences with just you and you alone. Family, friends, past lovers, current lovers, they don't have these issues. They just had it with you. Highly unlikely that's the result of them actually being a narcissist or narcissistic personality. That's probably a reflection of just the dynamics between you both, whether it's differences of attachment style, unresolved issues, past trauma from previous relationships. That probably explains what's happening between you two. And oftentimes the talking point is when it didn't work out, it's because they were a narcissist. Like, you don't just immediately jump, right? You don't just immediately jump to everybody in the world is now, everybody where life doesn't work out with you doesn't mean they belong in the DSM, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual. Like, no, like it's possible for people to just not vibe with you, get along with you. And there's things that they got to work on, things you got to work on. That doesn't instantly mean like both of y'all got a mental health issue all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of this is due to people having access to Google in their hands at all. You have access to it. So they'll say, they'll see somebody describing a narcissist on the internet. And then they'll say, oh, wait, I think so. And then they'll say, what are some characteristics of a narcissist? And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's them. I'm with the narcissist. Right. And now you're the victim.
We will treat mental health terminology. A lot of times people are treating mental health terminology very similar to astrology, where it's like a fortune cookie or astrology, where once they hear something, they'll look in areas of their life or relationship to make it fit. And in reality, it's like, no, like, so, what's your sign? Oh, I'm a Aries. And they'd be like, I knew you was an Aries. And they'd be like, well, how'd you know I was an Aries? And then they'll start describing all these things to make you fit in that picture. And then you'll be like, you know what? Actually, I'm a Leo. And they won't know what to do with that. And that's often how we're treating mental health related stuff, where now everything is trauma. Everybody's toxic. Everybody now is a narcissist. In reality, it's like they're making people fit into boxes that they potentially don't fit. They're using their confirmation bias to make a person fit into a particular category.